Islam, our self Lord and Master. I sincerely love our lives mathematics. You dig? Man, I'm feeling some type of way today. Feeling good, feeling great, feeling lovely. You dig? Feeling like ain't a goddamn thing above me. You know what I'm saying? This little YouTube right here, you dig? I want to send a message out to, uh, it's like a continuation of Mind Over Matter. So I'm going to call it Mind Over Matter Part 2. You know what I'm saying? Or the Sultan Speaks, you know what I'm saying? Uh, I was talking about relationships, how brothers look at women, how the women look at the men, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of immature and ignorant people out here, you know, when it comes to relationships with males and females, men and women, you know. The Prophet Noble Dry Lee said in the statements of the Prophet, he said that one day a little kid is going to go to the store and is going to run back home and tell her mother that she saw a man because there's going to be very few men out there, you know what I'm saying? Now, with that statement being said, let's define what a man is. You know what I'm saying? Let's get off of the flesh and let's get into the spiritual realm of things, which is mental. You know what I'm saying? Because the mind controls all matter. It never was matter before mind. It was always the mind before matter. It was always do the knowledge before the wisdom. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people got the shit backwards. They trying to put the wisdom before the knowledge. That's why you end up in fucked up situations. You end up in bad relationships, and you don't have the knowledge to correct what you in. You know what I'm saying, or what you've been through. So you take all that bullshit and you bring it on to the next person, and you want to hold the other person accountable for the wrongdoings that this clown did, or what you did, because basically your partner is a reflection of you. You know what I'm saying? It's what's inside you. You know what I'm saying? If you could come back as the opposite sex, that's what you would look like. You know, that's just like in the pimp and the hoe thing. All the pimp is a hoe in reverse. You know, getting paid for everything that he say. You know, he just like a bitch too, cause he competing with a bitch, and what you compete with, you basically become that. That's why I don't folk on a pimp. I fifth on a pimp. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to compete with any female, any male, anybody out here. I compete with myself. Every day I'm gonna be greater than what I was. You know what I'm saying? And if it was negative, I'm gonna be less than the negative bullshit. But anyway, you know, back to the relationship thing with mind over matter, you know what I'm saying? And how people are so immature out here, you know. When you having sex, sex is a thing of the bodies. When you want a relationship, it's a meeting of the minds, you know. So you not only have to look at your strengths and your defaults, you have to look at your partner's strengths and their defaults. And you have to come together on an agreement on a common ground and for a common cause on what you're going to work towards. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, you know, I ain't going to get too much into nobody's personal business, but, you know, I'm going to use different things and different people I talk to use analogy on things, you know. It was a female told me about paying bills, you know, and household stuff, you know. And I'm saying to myself, like, that ain't nothing that should be the top priority if you're trying to get in a relationship. Because basically, you basically sound like you looking for a roommate or somebody to help you with bills. You know what I'm saying? Money is not the root or the foundation of any relationship unless you know you on the folk on a pimp and hoe shit. You know, if you on some other traditional stuff, you know, money's gonna take care of itself. You know, it's mandatory. It's mandatory that a person have to discuss the finances, but the finances shouldn't be discussed in the beginning of the merger. You know what I'm saying? It should be discussed on the raw talents and how you're gonna treat each other, and then the money gonna come. You know, friendship is way more important than money. You know what I'm saying? I don't need money. I have a lot of, you know, what you call associates and people that I deal with, and I just get it like that. I don't have to do nothing. I've been doing this shit for the longest, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't understand how people base all the business and stuff on a third party, you know what I'm saying? You know, oh, I can't be with this person because they ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? I take a woman off the street because she got money. She might not have it right there, but I know how to make her go get it. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I ain't saying prostitution or nothing like that. I can show her how to do certain things, and if she want to do that, she'll get some money. But money is not the root of any foundation. If you looking at money as the root of a foundation of a partnership, then you stupid as the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Especially with their idea concept of money. It's really not even money. It's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's how we gonna interact with each other, how we gonna uplift and hold, create each other. You know what I'm saying? But you know, a statement was made to me. A certain entity told me, said, when I'm talking about don't pay bills and don't put a roof over your head. Well, that just let me know how far in advance and immature that you are because everything I speak to life. You know what I'm saying? So it is financial feasible. It is taking care of business, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, a mastermind work with his mind, not his hands, you know what I'm saying? You used to dealing with sucker ass niggas who didn't have no knowledge of themselves. They gotta use their hand, they gotta use their body. The body way out. I'm a mastermind. I could do this shit for another 50 fucking years working with my mind and not my body. You know what I'm saying? Shit is in motion every fucking well. I turn his there, I turn theirs there because I set certain things up with the mental. You know what I'm saying? Because I've mastered self. So the bullshit that people say and the stuff they say, this shit just funny, man. You know, y'all so much bent on things that don't even matter when it comes to relationships. That's not even important, you know. Just like sex. Sex is not the most important thing in a relationship because eventually you gonna get old, that person gonna go old, the sex gonna wear out, the sex gonna get played out. So now what you got? You're back to dealing with the mental. You're back to dealing with the mind. You're back to dealing with are you compatible up top? You know what I'm saying? Can you relate? That's why it's called relationship. Can you relate to what this person's talking about? Can you relate to what that person's talking about? But you motherfuckers is so uh immature and not advanced, you know what I'm saying, to the shit just funny. You know what I'm saying? You know, the shit is just funny, you know what I'm saying? And you know, y'all really need to get on self mastery. Y'all really need to get on mind over matter, you know what I'm saying, on how you interact with each other and how you deal with each other and start looking at things for what it is, you know what I'm saying? Take the veil off, take the illusion off, you know what I'm saying? You know, because you know what I'm saying? You're going to keep destroying yourself. You're going to keep going through the same vicious cycle. I sit back and look at every relationship. I sit back and look at my kids, mothers, and my children. I look at everything that I've been through and I study myself and I master myself from that shit. I don't look at it if it was a failed relationship or it was negative shit, you know what I'm saying? I look at the positive. I look at what mindset I was in at that time doing that. I look at where I came from with that because we deal with the evolution of the mind. I can look at somebody I've been dealing with over 20, 25 years and I can still communicate with them. I can look at what was going on in my mindset at that time and where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? If I'm thinking the same way back then I ain't evolved. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm still stuck, stagnated, stuck on stupid. If you thinking like that, you know, see, people come together. It's like one of my master teachers, Brother Wali Muhammad. Shout out to the Brotherhood of Islam in New Orleans. You know, he was saying that y'all brothers get into relationships for the wrong reasons. You know, you looking at the woman ass, you looking at her titties. One day the sex gonna set. Them titties gonna start drooping. That ass ain't gonna be so appealing, you know what I'm saying? You know, and you really didn't know that person, you know what I'm saying? You just was dealing with the flesh, you know what I'm saying? But the mind supersedes all fleshless things. And one thing about the mind don't deal with time or space. You know what I'm saying? If you went through a traumatic experience and you ain't corrected that shit in your mind, it still exists. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people out here just zombies, man. Just walking, they ain't happy with nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm happy, so advanced, and at peace with myself to where, you know what I'm saying, I don't really need nothing to want for nothing, you know what I'm saying? But I got offers every day by all type of, you know, women, uh, you know, want to do this and do that, you know what I'm saying? A lot of that shit I turned down because I'm looking at the bullshit that's coming with that, you know what I'm saying? And I don't have time for that, you know what I'm saying? You know, you got to come up and get on that level, you know what I'm saying? Because the new world order and things we in right now, the shift is here. If you can't evolve or go to that next level, you done. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But anyway, I don't want to keep on talking like I'm babbling on this motherfucker because I got some more powerful, more shit to say and things to do. You know what I'm saying? Just finished my meditation at my favorite local spot. So, I'm going to leave y'all with it. The Mind Over Matter Part 2. It's your Salt and Speaks. Islam, our self, Lord and Master. Peace.